Hey guys, Mr. J or Joseph. If we haven't met before, I'm Mr. J or Joseph, like I said. 17, almost 18. I'm now officially a senior. Yeah, woo! I wish I had an applause thing. I need to get me one of those. But, like if we haven't met before, I'm Mr. J or Joseph. I'm 17, almost 18, senior in high school. I give you guys best writing tips, how-tos, and tutorials that make you guys a better writer as quick as possible. Now let's get into today's topic. High school. Whew, man. The journey has been long. The journey has been tough. Would I give it up for the world? No. There's so much that I've learned these past 4 years that I've been taught so many lessons because of high school. I've met people, I've lost people, there's just so much things that I wouldn't change for the world because of what's happened. I mean, I would have never started this YouTube channel without high school. So, high school is a big time in your life. The moment you walk through those doors of your high school or your first high school, if you move a lot like I did, the moment you walk through the doors that welcome you to the world of high school, your life changes forever. People say the moment you walk in a door and the moment you walk out are two completely different realities. So, have that in mind and think about that. But, the moment you walk in through those doors, your life's changed forever. You're no longer expected to be a kid. You're in high school. You're no longer a kid. You're a young adult. You're the future. Everyone who is older than you depends on you. You are the future. So when you look back at this, when you look back at yourself, like I look back at myself when I first walked into the doors of my first high school, or just the first high school doors I'd walked into, the overwhelming feeling of, I'm never gonna belong, I'll never make any friends, I don't know how I'm gonna do this, I'm just not ready to start this path in my life, I'm not ready for any of this. The moment I walked through those doors, I knew the responsibility that was hanging on my chest. Did that stop me? No. I went every day, no matter how bad my days were, no matter how depressed or anxious or how bad my anxiety was or how lost I felt or however I was feeling at the time, I never really truly gave up. I mean, there were times where I was like, okay, this is too overwhelming, I need to take a break. Or, I just can't be around these people, I need to get away from them. And there were times where I had to leave people behind in order for me to go ahead. And as young adults that we are, or people like my age who are starting to become adults, but are still young adults, it's confusing. But as we look back, people of my age, and older and all that, and even people who are younger than me, look back at your old years, how much responsibility you've had to gain over the course of your life. But these 4 years, the 4 years in high school, have so far been the most influential on my life. I've seen how much the world needs proactive people. People who are willing to go the extra mile to do things. You need to be that person. If you're proactive, if you're the kind of person who gets out of bed in the mornings and is like, I gotta do this. I have to do this before I do anything else. And you know what? I'm gonna do something extra on top of that. If you're that kind of person, you're gonna see a huge change in your life. Huge. There's gonna be dramatic changes. I recommend that when you're first starting out in high school, don't do what I did. Don't isolate yourself from everyone, because you feel that backlash years later. I'm still feeling that backlash. I was never social my freshman year. I kept to myself. I didn't really talk to people. I was even in a small school. I mean, only a few hundred people were in that school. Maybe even less. So, even in that situation of a few hundred, I still isolated myself. I mean, the classes were small. I think my biggest class was like 15 people. So, I know, right? But when I look back, I wish I would have been more social, because I probably would have had better influences. My life would have been easier. My depression wouldn't be as bad. I wouldn't have to have worried about so much things. And because I was so antisocial, I kept to myself so much, I lost out on a lot of things. I mean, I barely went to my first homecoming dance Saturday. Like, I've never gone to a high school dance. My last dance was 7th grade. And I didn't even really go the whole night. I mean, I came like 30 minutes before the end of the dance. Not homecoming, but for my 7th grade dance. I came at the end. So, I don't even have a high school experience. Until Saturday, I'd never been to homecoming. So I'd never danced in a high school dance. And I didn't even really dance, to be honest. We'll be honest here. I didn't even really dance. Kind of just chilled in a corner. Drank some water. Got really hot. Went outside. Drank some water. Yeah. I've never been to any sports games. I haven't played a single sport because of my condition, but also because sports are complicated for me. I've never really done anything that most people my age have done. I've never done things that they've done. I've never gone to a party. I've never, really hanged out with friends after school. I kind of just keep to myself. And I'm sure a lot of my teachers can definitely vouch for that, because if you're one of my teachers who I hang out with at lunch, or who see me early in the day, or all that, then you probably know me on a very deep personal level. And if you are one of those teachers, and you do watch these videos where I do compliment you, you are one of the many people who have a big impact and influence on me. So when I go to your class and I see you, and it's not actually your class that I'm supposed to be in, I'm just there, or it's lunch, and I'm just hanging out there, it's probably because I really, really trust you. So, high school is a time where I'm sorry for my language, any younger viewers, high school can be a complete bitch sometimes, and I'm sorry to say that, but it could be hard. I'll be honest. When people say, oh, high school's easy, it goes by in a flash. Yeah, a flash of pain. Yeah. I mean, Jesus, the pain. I'm gonna be honest. Nothing's easy. Nothing comes handed to you on a silver platter. Oh, I want A's. There's an A. No, you have to work for that A. You gotta put the work in. You gotta work hard every single day. You have to give it every single day. You have to try 110% every single day. Otherwise, you're going to fall behind. And when you fall behind in high school, you feel the backlash. I slacked my sophomore year. I said, you know what? I'm in pain from my surgery, from my condition. Just slack off. I'm facing that consequences now. I have to take an online class because I slacked off my sophomore year. And because I slacked off my sophomore year, it went on to my junior year. And now I've had to make up even more credits because I failed some junior year classes because, I really screwed up my life because of my sophomore year. Because I slacked off that 1 year. I'm still feeling the effects of that 2 years later. So, when you start high school, or if you're in high school, whatever the reason is, it's not going to be easy, guys. You're going to get depressed. You're going to get anxious. You're going to get anxiety. You're going to feel lost. You're going to feel isolated. You're going to feel like no one around you knows what you're going through. And I feel like that all the time. But you guys still have a chance to go out there. I am stuck like this. I'm always going to be antisocial. I'm always going to keep to myself. But you guys still have a chance to become great people, to make great friends, to make an impact. And I know how much that means to our generation, that our impact on society, we all want to make an impact. We all want to do something good. We all want to be the best of the best. We want to show up to our elders that what they could do at 40, we can do at 19. What people who are executives and CEOs who are 20 now, and they're workers. The people who work for them are in like their 50s. So you see this change, this rapid growth in society lately. So guys, be the change that the world needs to see. If you don't become change, you're gonna be one of those people who are homeless on the streets begging for money, or you're working a dead-end job that you hate because you didn't do the things that you were supposed to do in high school. I know a lot of people are like, I'm gonna drop out, and I feel bad for those people who have that mentality of dropping out. I mean, sure, I say I'm gonna drop out all the time, but am I gonna drop out? I thought of it. Am I gonna do it? No, hell no. Sorry for my language. No, I'm not gonna drop out. Have I thought of it? Yes, deeply, very, very deeply. I've thought of it many, many times, many a day. Have I thought of that? But there's so many things I have to look forward to. If I drop out now, I would have wasted all my years of schooling, all that depression, all that work that I put in, and I would have wasted all that. I do not want to waste all that. I went through so much depression and stress and anxiety. I never want to deal with that again. So, guys, you need to work hard, stay focused, set goals for yourself. I know it's hard. I know you're still young, you're still learning. But if you guys start now, when you guys are still young, you guys will be better off in the future. So, I'm MrJCallMeJoker. I give you guys the best writing tips, how-tos, and tutorials that make you guys a better writer as quick as possible. And if you guys did enjoy this video, please leave a thumbs up down below. And if you are a new subscriber, please ring that bell, because I'm going to start trying to post new content every single day, or once a week. We're going to see. But if you guys did enjoy this video, please leave a like and comment down below. What do you guys feel about high school if you're in high school? Or what do you dread about going to high school if you haven't been in high school? Or if you're already graduated from high school, what do you miss about high school and what do you not miss about high school? So, I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm MrJCallMeJoker. Stay crazy, guys. Don't get into trouble. Work hard. Dedicate yourself to your future. Bye, guys.